Okay. Yeah, I think we are recording now. So let me start again. Sorry. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome to today's class of GAURA Purnima. On this most auspicious day of Sri GAURA Purnima, which will be celebrated on March 2nd in North America, we have gathered here to remember and glorify the golden avatar Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Lord Krishna, who appeared in Navdeepa, West Bengal in 1486 on the full moon evening of Falguna. He is Krishna himself in a golden form, Radha and Krishna combined, who came specifically to inaugurate the Yuga Dharma for this age, the congregational chanting of the holy name, the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So our today's speaker is disciple of His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj and is associated with ISKCON since he was 16-year-old. Prabhuji is mechanical engineer graduate and he is multilingual in Tamil, Telugu, Hindi, Malayalam, English, some of the language like Prabhuji has full mastery on. Prabhuji is distinction holder of various courses in higher Vedic sciences like Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav, Bhakti Vedanta. He is professor of higher Vedic studies and science, leadership expert, youth counselor, spiritual mentor, and being a life coach, trained more than 1,000 plus students in corporate through Yoga for Modern Age seminar on specific presentation of God. Prabhuji also appeared on the Krishna TV channel program named Seedhi Baat Prabhuji Ke Saath on the contemporary topics. And to increase the motivation on chanting, started motivation for meditation for chanting, inspired by his Siksha Guru, His Grace Radhesham Prabhu, for his scientific presentation of the Bhagavad Gita. Prabhuji has dedicated his life to serve the mission of Srila Prabhupada and humanity at large. So goal is to connect more people to Krishna consciousness through Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam lectures. Prabhuji has been preaching Krishna consciousness for many years, and his classes always touch the heart with practical realization from Lord Chaitanya pastime and teachings. So on the behalf of Bhakti Bhagavad Mahavidyalaya North America, I'd like to welcome our today renowned speaker, His Grace Sanatan Dharma Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. So Prabhuji, whenever you're ready, please take over.
Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you, His Grace Ishwar Krishna Prabhu, for inviting me. If possible, then sometimes I might have to share my screen, if possible. So, is it okay if I can be made the co-host to share the screen?
Yes, Prabhuji, I made you the co-host, yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
Hare Krishna.
For all practical purposes, I'll be muting every devotee, right? Because sometimes, although devotees are very sober, the microphones get excited and produce some sounds. So that might disturb others. Also, another request to everybody present here. My basic strength is association of Vaishnavas. So when I see Vaishnavas, I get inspired. And when I get inspired, the Lordships bless me, then I speak something. So you all have to give me the strength. Yes, so without your strength, I'll not be able to speak. So if you're able to hear, listen to me very clearly, my humble request to you is you can turn on your video. Right? Please turn on the videos. Thank you. Thank you. Many are complying to my humble request. Alright, so without further ado, we'll start with prayers. Om Ajnanatimmirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupah Kadamahyam Dadati Swavadantikam Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Niti Namne Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतुषे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधाकांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Once again, welcome to today's Gaur Purnima special discussion that we are going to have. So before we begin the discussion, my request to all of you, this is your typing practice. You'll have to type in the chat. Tell me one thing that has been impossible for you. Very difficult, practically impossible. If it's shareable, okay? If it's possible to share, you can share. You think it's impossible. Okay, becoming regulated, Prabhuji. I don't think I'll ever be regulated in my life. Coming to Sattva Guna, no. Controlling mind, Prabhuji. This, you can control the wind, you can control the storms, tornado, etc., but you cannot control the mind. Arjuna says that seems impossible. Chanting with focus is impossible, Prabhuji. I have so many anarthas. I don't think I'll ever overcome anarthas. Good. This is very Krishna conscious, impossibilities you have. Waking up in morning is impossible. Okay, sometimes. Consistency in Vani Seva. Ki Vani Seva, Mataji is saying that Vani Seva consistency is difficult. Okay, staying consistent, senses, controlling eating, controlling on younger people. Okay, taking control on people is difficult. Consistency in japa. Okay, so you are saying this is very difficult and also impossible. So there is a very wonderful sutra that is given by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. This is one of my favorite verses from Chaitanya Charitamrita. So this is Adi Leela, chapter 14, shloka number 1, which says, Katanchane smrite yasmin dushkaram sukaram bhavet vismrite viparitam syat Shri Chaitanyam namamyaham. It's a beautiful meaning. The shloka says, Katanchana smrite yasmin. Somehow or the other, remember Sri Chaitanya, Lord Gauranga, and worship him. Then what happens? Dushkaram sukaram bhavet. Anything that is impossible will become very easy. Anything impossible becomes very easy. How? By simply remembering Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But, please understand. Vismrute viparitam syat. If you forget Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that which is very easy will also become impossible. Yes. So that is why this is such a hope-giving verse. Just by remembrance of Lord Chaitanya, everything becomes possible. So there is nothing impossible. And similarly, in regards to Chaitanya Charitamrita, when at the time after Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left this world, he entered into Tota Gopinath. In fact, he disappeared from the mundane vision. He never left. He disappeared from our mundane vision. That time, many kinds of apasampradayas, they came up. Aula, Baula, Shakibedi, Gita, Gauranga Nagarik, Smarta Brahman, Caste Goswamis. So many, 13 kind of apasampradayas came up. And it was next to impossible to find a genuine copy of Chaitanya Charitamrita. Right? It took Bhaktivinoda Thakur 11 years. It took him 11 years to find a bona fide copy of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Today, if you want to read CC, what we can do? Prabhu, 11 seconds. All you have to do is Google Vedabase, vedabase.io. Some of them have Vedabase. Within wherever we are, whichever corner of the world, we have little bit of Wi-Fi signal. Some devotees have app also. How many of you have Vedabase app on your phones? Yeah. It's going to take less than 11 seconds. Yes, less than 11 seconds. So Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita was found in 11 years. And after that, Srila Prabhupada wanted to embark on this journey of writing Chaitanya Charitamrita, submitting each one volume in 2 months. And the devotees were reading the BBT. They said, Prabhupada, impossible. And what did Prabhupada say? He said that golden words. He said, impossible is a word in Fool's Dictionary. Wow, what a golden statement. Impossible is a word in Fool's Dictionary. Yes, because a person who's remembering Lord Chaitanya, it is impossibility doesn't exist. So as such, to glorify Lord Chaitanya is impossible. Yes, you cannot glorify the Lord. His glories are unlimited. And I personally am a fallen soul, don't have any experience of Lord. But that impossible is possible by remembering Lord Gauranga. So like to remember Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his lotus feet, and let us begin, and all his wonderful associates. And we'll begin today's discussion. Okay. We hear these words. One word is called as Karuna. Yes. What is the meaning of Karuna? Karuna Bhav should be there in every living entity. It's a property of living entity. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu. And who are we? Krishna is ocean of Karuna and we are part and parcels of Krishna. This Karuna is there with everybody. So any Karuna means anyone who comes in front of us, we will be compassionate to them. Anyone trying to come to us and ask for some kind of help, okay, let us help. This is called as compassion. This is one quality that every spiritual person should have. There are 26 qualities of Vaishnavas, which means the Karupalu is Karuna, Kripa. Whoever comes in front. Whoever comes, give mercy. Then there is second quality. The second quality is called as Daya. Oh, Prabhu, same na meaning? Oh, please understand. English is a very limited language. Yes, English is a very limited language. In Sanskrit, there are different words. There is pranaya, snigdha, sneha, ragha, anuragha. All these words are love, more love, more love, more love. That's all English can define. It's a very limited language. The meaning of daya is a person is willing to move from his space. Get up, move and go and give kripa. He doesn't wait for the person to come. That is why what is preaching called? Jive daya. Jive daya. And the method of preaching, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what did he say? Shuno Shuno Nityananda, Shuno Haridas, Amar Agya Sarvatra Karoho Prakash. Prati Ghare Ghare Giya Mage Bhiksha, Bolo Krishna, Koro Krishna, Kolo Krishna, Bhaja Krishna, Koro Krishna Shiksha. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that. That is Jive Doya. Nityananda Haridas. That through Nityananda and Haridas is actually instructing all of us. Go to every town and village, go to every single home, batter the door and tell people to do three things. What is that? Bolo Krishna, chant Hare Krishna, Bhaja Krishna, worship Krishna at home, and Koro Krishna Shiksha, come for Bhagavatam class. Yes, these three things you have to do. So that's what he says. So this is Jive Doya. Second, is there anything more than this? More than this is the quality of Vadanyaya. Vadanyaya is to go and give mercy to a person who is not qualified and yet that person is not willing. So Krishna is Vadanyaya. Yes. I normally many times I speak this particular example, but it's very striking. How many of you cook? Okay. How many of you don't cook but you try to cook for some beloved, somebody whom you really love, you like, you try to cook? Okay. So imagine there is a person. You make very nice puris. You make paneer sabji. You make gulab jamun. Tomorrow is Gaur Purnima. You can't have all these things. It's Ekadashi. But today we can discuss, right? You make this gulab jamun, rasmalai. You have this pakodas, biryani, raita and everything. You make such wonderful items. Put them in beautiful bowls. Offer it to the Lord. And after offering, very nicely you transfer it in a vessel, presenting it neatly. You take in front of a person and say, Hare Krishna, please take this. And that person, he slaps that plate and everything falls on the ground. Can you describe in one word what's your emotion at that point of time? He slaps the plate. What's your emotion? Some are making expressions. I'll become Narsimdev. Namaste. Narsimha. Yes. Yes. You feel insulted. You feel angry. I'll kill him. Compassion. Compassion is the previous answer, not this answer. Compassion previously you felt. Now that compassion is gone. Gone. On compassion was there, it was gone. Be honest. No. Okay. Reduced. Not gone. Reduced. Yes. You feel brutal, insulted. So normally for jivas, unless we genuinely have the compassion, our compassion loses its magnitude the moment, if it's not genuine compassion, if it's not spiritual compassion, it's material compassion. Material compassion immediately loses. Gone. Zero. Or it reduces. Okay, you did this, but now. On the other hand, a personality who comes again. Alright, I think maybe this person did not like these items. I'll prepare something newer. This time, I will try halwa. This time, I'll try parathas. I'll try butter. And you go, please take this. And again, this person. Alright, I think I'll change my cuisine. No more Indian cuisine. I will try Chinese. So this personality is called Vadanyaya. Krishna tries. I came as Varaha avatar. Please get attracted. No? No problem. You don't like Varaha avatar? I'll come as Narsimha avatar. You don't like Narsimha avatar? I'll come as Vaman avatar. I'll come as Parshuram. I'll come as Ram. I'll keep coming. Avatar hi asankhya. I will never give up. Krishna has this never giving up attitude. This is Vadanyaya. But when Rupa Sanatan, they met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, how did they glorify him? They glorify him. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate. They said Mahavadanyaya. What is the meaning of Mahavadanyaya? Mahavadanyaya is he is willing to extend again. He just went. Krishna just went. He just went above after 125 years of good pastimes on this earth. And then he says, my God, I think I have done something. What is happening? He analyzed the situation. He analyzed the situation that three things. Number one, yes, Yuga Avatar is Nama Sankirtan. Sharanagati is something I told. Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja, but I never told these guys how to surrender. These guys will interpret. They will create different interpretations of Sharanagati and surrender. What do? I think I need to come again. And then now I'll teach what is surrender through the Yuga Dharma. I'll personally come teach it through Yuga Dharma, not by being a lord, by becoming a devotee. Number one. Number two, he says there's many avatars teach Yuga Dharma. You can send an Amsha also, right? But these avatars, when they teach Yuga Dharma is practiced, people go up to the level of Vaikuntha. Raja Bhakti is something that only I can give. So I want to give Raj Bhakti now. There are so many recruits that have happened for Vishnu, Narayan. Many have gone to Vaikuntha. Nobody is coming to my loka. So I need to do something about it to increase my recruitment. And thirdly, then, the cry of a devotee, a genuine cry of Advaita Acharya with a palm full of water and a little bit of tulsi. He cried in the Jog Rag. The genuine cry pierced through the coverings of this universe. It crossed over the Viraja river, entering the Paravyoma sky of Brahmajyoti and reached the topmost planet of Krishna, and he could hear that cry. And he decided, all right, I'll come. These are the external reasons for Lord's appearance. Krishna to come again. Right? So coming again for these people, and what Yuga in Kali Yuga, who have failed so miserably till now. They are failures. They failed 3 times. I gave them chance in Satya, Treta, Dwapar. They failed. They failed miserably. They really failed. So I need to do something. What is Yuga Dharma? Yuga means the age, and Dharma is the duty, or Dharma is an occupation of that age. Prabhupada translates Dharma as occupation. What you all are supposed to do in that age. Occupation is something that sustains oneself, right? So the occupation of the soul in that particular age is called as Yuga Dharma. Yes. So he said, I will come. I'll definitely come. So this is Mahavadanyaya. What is it? Mahavadanyaya. So he comes and decides to come as Chaitanya. Chaitanya. How many of you knew Chaitanya Mahaprabhu before coming to ISKCON? Okay. Not many. I studied mechanical engineering with 100. We were all 100 boys, no girls. Mechanical engineering is Brahmachari branch. So no girls there, no Matajis. And out of those 100, just in my class, there were 8 Chaitanyas. I used to call them Chaitanya Ashtakam. 8 Chaitanyas were there. And none of these people knew what is the meaning of their name, or none of them knew Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Why is this? The reason is that Prahlad Maharaj, what he gives. Ittam nitirya grishideva jashavatarer lokan vibhavayasi hamsi jagat pratipan dharmam mahapurusha pashi yuganu vrittam channak khalau yadavavat triyugo ta sattvam. So Lord comes. He comes as Dharmam Mahapurusha Pashi Yuganuvrittam. According to different yugas, Yuganuvrittam, yes, Mahapurusha Pashi, in order to protect the people, to protect everyone, right? He comes, Vibhavayasi, you protect everyone. Yes, from the Jagat Pratipan, those miscreants who perform nonsense, do adharma, to protect everyone. He sometimes comes as Nira, Ittam Nira, means in human form. Tiryag, sometimes as animals, Matsya, Kurma, Varaha. Sometimes as Rishi, yes, he can come as Siddhanam Kapilo Muni. He comes as Kapila Muni. He comes as Deva. He comes as Vamana Dev. Yes, he's called Vamana Dev. He's from the demigod society. So he's willing to do Jasha avatar, Jasha. Jasha is aquatics. So he's willing to take all varieties of different forms. But in Kali Yuga, Channak Khalau, he comes. Nobody says he doesn't come. All the Lord is Triyugota Sattvam. He is a person who is Triyugi. He comes in 3 yugas, Satya, Treta, Dwapar, but in Kali Yuga, Channak Khalau Yadabhavas. I come in Kali Yuga, but as Channa avatar. So his glories are very confidential and hidden. Nobody knows. People have names of Chaitanya, but nobody knows who is Chaitanya. Right? Nobody knows. In fact, Garg Muni, when he comes for the Namakaran Samskar, the name-giving ceremony of Krishna, what does he say? Asan varnas trayohi yasya granato anuyugam tanuhu shuklo raktastata pita idanim krishnatam gatah. So as soon as he looks at Krishna, Balram's name-giving ceremony was very simple. He gave him 4 names and finished. Your Bala, we'll have Rama, Sankarshana and Rohini Nandan. Finish. Next. Krishna, oh, this boy. Asan varno trayohi yasya. He has already taken, it's in the past tense, already he has taken 3 varnas, 3 different colors he has appeared. Granato, he accepted Anuyugam Tanu in the previous yugas. Yes, the previous yugas, 3 yugas, 3 colors, Tanuhu, the body color he has accepted. What are those? Shuklo, Raktaha, Tata, Pita. Shuklo is white, in Satyuga is Hamsa. Raktaha as Yajnamurti in Treta. And Pita is golden. Idanim Krishnatam Gata. Now he has come as Krishna in Dwapar Yuga. So which Yuga is left? Which Yuga is left? Kali Yuga is left. But if you read Vishnu Dharma, previous Yuga, the Kali Yuga Dharma avatar was in green in color. He was not in golden color. So then what is Garg Muni referring to? He is referring to another Yuga where Krishna had taken golden form. So here Pita Varnam. Pitambara, Pitavarnam. Pita refers to the yellowish golden color. So that golden color refers to Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki jai. Yes. So that way is confidential. Appearance of Gauranga is very confidential. But there are many Shastric proofs. Many Shastric proofs. And it is Krishna only who has appeared. Now, here there is one shloka which comes. Aham eva kalau vipra nityam prachanna vigraha bhagavad bhakta rupena lokan rakshami sarvada. So this is Krishna's words himself that is speaking. Krishna personally speaks this. He says, Aham eva kalo. It's me only. It's me. Aham eva. It is not that Aham amsha. It's me indeed who will come as what? In Kalau. I'll come in Kali Yuga. As Vipra. I will come as a Brahmana. So Gauranga Mahaprabhu took birth in a very Brahmanical family. Nityam Prachanna Vigraha. Yes, I will always be hidden, confidential. But what I'll do? Why you're hidden? Will you be invisible? You won't be visible to everyone? No. I'm not going to take Bhagavat Rupena. Usually I come as Bhagavat Rupa. I will Bhagavat Bhakta Rupena. I will come as devotee, and what you will do? Lokan Rakshami Sarvada. I'll protect everybody always. Yes, I'll always protect everyone. So if you look at Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, many times people ask, is there proof for Lord Chaitanya? Yes. So we'll see. I just wanted to show you something. We'll see some proofs. This is Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela, 2nd chapter, shloka number 22. We'll just see. Gaura Sarvatma Mahapurusho Mahatma Mahayogi Trigunatita Sattvarupa Bhaktim Loka Kashyati. See Lord Gaura. His name is there. Gaura is Sarvatma, is the Paramatma. Yes. And he's a person who is, he disseminates Bhakti. Bhaktim Loke Kashyati. You can see he distributes Bhakti. After this shloka from the Shvetashvatara Upanishad, this comes. Mahaprabhur Purushah Satvasaiva Paravartyakah Sunirmalam Imam Praptam Ishano Jyotirabhyah. So here Mahaprabhu, the name Mahaprabhu comes here. Mahaprabhu. Mandukya Upanishad. Yada Pashyate Rukma Varnam Kartaram Isham Purusham Brahma Yonim. Yes, one who sees that golden color. See, Rukma Varnam. Rukmini also gets her name from this. The Rukma, Rukmi, they all were whitish, golden in color. Yes. Such a person is liberated. Just by having darshan of Mahaprabhu, liberated. Now, this is the famous verse from Bhagavatam. So, like this, many verses are there. You can see the proof. Punyakshetra Navidipe Bhavishyami Shachisutah. See, Krishna Yamala Tantra Krishna says himself that I will come in the Kshetra of Navadip. As such, if we discuss some other, Navadip is the source of all the dhams. Navadip is the source of all avatars. Navadip is a place where all 4 paramparas emanate from. Navadip is a very special place. Its glories, Navadip Mahatma, if you read, there are so many glories. So that's a Punya Kshetra. Bhavishyami Sachisuta. I will come as the son of Mother Shachi. See? And what is the prayer that we sing from Nityanand Tradashi to Gaur Purnima? We sing Shachisutashtakam. Yes or no? We sing that. So Vayu Purana also says, Kalau Sankirtana Arambhe Bhavishyami Sachisuta. In Kali Yuga, to start Sankirtan, I will come as Sachisut. So like this, many proofs are there. So we can read that. So Lord came in the year 1486, 540 years before. Hari Bol. So many times Prabhupada would say, oh, just about 500 years back, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And people all will get shocked. 500 years you are telling just now, recently? Because Prabhupada knows the history of this universe is very big. Brahma's lifespan is 311 trillion years and half of it is over. Almost 155 years are done. 155 trillion years are over. In comparison to that, 500 is nothing. Absolutely nothing. So he appeared and we all celebrate Gaurabda. You know that? Gaurabda? The year in which Mahaprabhu appeared is the 0th year. And Gaudiya Vaishnavas, we celebrate Gaurabda means the year of Gaurang Mahaprabhu. So from that is also one calculation of year. So this is year number 540, Gaurabda. So for us that is the new year, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance. So as soon as he was born under a neem tree. So his name was Nimai. The wonderful women there, they saw, Hari, this is Krishna, who has appeared in golden form. So he's Hari, but in golden form, so they called him Gaura Hari. And all the intelligence pundits and sages were there, the Brahmanas, they said no. His legal name on certificates, etc., will be Vishwambar. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's name was Vishwambar Mishra. That was his official name. That's how even Gopinath Acharya introduces Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Who is the sannyasi? Oh, he was Vishwambar Mishra, the son of Jagannath Mishra. Yes. तो प्रथम लीलार तारा विश्वाम्भर नाम भक्ति रसे भरिला धरिला भूत गामा. Why is he called as Vishwambara? What is the meaning of Vishwambhar? He is called Vishwambar because bhakti rase bharila. He is going to fill up. He is going to fill up all the living entities and save them. Bharila means to save them by bhakti rase. He is going to give bhakti ras and fill bhakti ras in everyone and save everyone. That is why he is called as Vishwambar. That is the meaning of Vishwambar. Yes, that is the early past time. Dubrindatura artha poshana dharana Pushila dharila prema diya tribhuvana. Yes, so this Vishwambar comes from the root of Dubran. Vishwambar comes from Dubrin. So Dhatura Artha, what is the meaning of that? Poshan. Poshanam means somebody who nourishes. So Bhakti nourishes the soul. Dharan, maintain. Yes, it's Bhakti which is maintaining. That's our life. And Pushila, very nicely take care. Dharila, maintain. And Prema Diya Tribhuvan, gave love of God to all three words and delivered the words. He delivered all the words. Yes, by his presence. Chaudi kete bhole Hari Hari Prema Veshya Madhye Nritya Kare Gaur Hari. So with Prema Vash he used to dance and chant Hari Hari. And all the Chaudi ke Buloka Bole Hari Hari. And the entire 14 planetary system were dancing. One of the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his name was Vasudev Dutt, who was Prahlad Maharaj in the previous life. So in the Mahaprakash Leela, he asks Mahaprabhu that I have what do you want? Mahaprabhu was asking, he was willing to give benediction to everyone. Usually when somebody goes to Mahaprabhu and says you are Krishna, he will block his ears, Vishnu, Vishnu, and with his clothes he will go and jump into the Ganges. How can you call Jiva as God? This is Mayavad. But there was one time in Mahaprakash Leela for 24 hours, there was a night where Mahaprabhu showed his Aishwarya and he accepted to be worshipped. He accepted for Abhishek to be done in the Mahaprakash Leela. And that's where he was giving benediction to everyone. And there he was giving benediction to all. One devotee, Vasudev Dutt, came. So Vasudev Dutt came and asked Mahaprabhu, I have one desire. He said, yes, please tell me, Vasudev Dutt. So Vasudev Dutt said that may all the living beings in this universe, their sinful reactions come to me and you deliver all of them. I am willing to suffer for them eternally in hell. I'll suffer. You please deliver everyone. And Mahaprabhu, he was deeply touched by this mood of compassion of Vasudev Dutt. He said, forever, for all time to come, I am sold out to Vasudev Dutt. I am sold out to him. He can sell me to whoever he wants. So Vasudev Dutt, your desire is fulfilled. The whole universe is delivered. Only thing is that you need not suffer for anybody's reaction. That anybody's reaction, karma, you need not suffer. So that was amazing. So Sheshalilaya Dhare Nama Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Jane Saba Vishwa Kaila Dhanya. So in the beginning Leela he was called as Vishwambar, and in the Shesha Leela, his final pastimes, he was called as Shri Krishna Chaitanya. As that was his sannyas name, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. So how is he called Shri Krishna Chaitanya? Sri Krishna Janaye Saba Vishwa Kaila Dhanya. So he taught everyone about Krishna, Krishna's name. So he taught, one who teaches everybody the names of Krishna. Yes, he blessed the world. That's why he's called Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Name and fame of Krishna. He taught the whole world. Usually if you see, in the section of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, it comes that he finds out he's a sannyasi, but his name is Sri Krishna Chaitanya. What is this? There are 3 degrees of sannyasi: first class, second class, third class. The first class sannyasis are called as Saraswati sannyasis, like Prakashananda Saraswati. They are first class sannyasis. The second class sannyasis are called Bharati sannyasis. Yes, Bharati sannyasis are usually um, the second class, like we have Keshav Bharati, Mahaprabhu's sannyas guru. The are Puri sannyasis. They are called Puri. Paramanand Puri, Brahmanand Puri. So Puri is the title they have. So usually, if we see, Chaitanya is the name of a brahmachari servant of these 3 class. Yes. The brahmacharis who serve these 3 categories of sannyasis, Saraswati or Saraswati sannyasi or Puri Bharati sannyasi, their name is Chaitanya. So he took a brahmachari name. Such humility. Sri Krishna Chaitanya. That is his name. So now what we are going to do is, the rest of the time that we have, we are going to discuss a very special verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. This is a very famous verse, but we thought that this verse is, can be discussed in great depth. So the purpose of discussing this verse is we understand Lord Chaitanya, and because when Navayogendras, they come to Nimi Maharaj, Nimi Maharaj inquires to them about the Yuga Dharma, Yuga Avataras, and that time out of the 9 Yogendras, the Karbhajan Yogendra, he described about different kinds of Yuga Dharma, Yuga Avataras, in the different Yuga Varnas, the qualities of people. He describes all this in the Bhagavatam. So when it comes about the Kali Yuga, the Kali Yuga Avatari, he mentions this. So this is a description of the Yuga Avatar of Kali, which is there in the Bhagavatam. So we will all recite this together. This is Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto, 5th chapter, 32nd verse. Krishna Varnam Tvisha Krishnam Sango Pangastra Parshadam Yajnai Sankirtana Prayer Yajantihi Sumedashaha. So what we are going to do is one word, Krishna Varnam Tusha Krishnam Sango Pangastra Parshadam Yajna Sankirtana Prayer and Yajantihi Sumedashaha. This one thing, instead of reading translation, what I'll do is I have 3 commentaries. Commentaries of Prabhupada, the commentaries of Jiva Goswami, and commentary of the current acharyas who wrote their purport to Tattva Sandarbha. So they've explained very well. So we just discuss this. This is going to be the subject matter of discussion for the next. So first we'll read Prabhupada's commentary. Yes, what does Prabhupada say? So Prabhupada says that Krishna Varnam, yes, Krishna Varnam. So he glorifies Krishna Varnam very nicely and says that Krishna Varnam means one who is non-different from Krishna. There is no, he's in the same class as Krishna. He is Supreme God, personality of Godhead, second meaning. He is a Supreme Personality of Godhead who describes about Krishna. Krishna Varnayati. Yes, a person who always stands and describes Krishna. And while doing this chanting, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in great bliss. And he attracted everybody through this bliss. Now there is some description about this bliss very nicely that Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur explains, which Prabhupada quotes in his purport. So the bliss comes in the stage of bhava, right? Bhava. And the bhava is having 8 satviki vikara. There are 8 satviki vikara. You can all note down if you want to. Ashru kampa pulaka sweda gadgada vachana kantha ute kabhi uthe kshane pade kshane kare rodana. Mahaprabhu would always be in bliss, crying, shivering, hair standing on end, Shveda, Gadgada Vacha, sometimes getting up, sometimes falling down, sometimes just crying and weeping. So what are these Satviki Bhavas or Ashta Sattvi Vikar, the transformations that take place in one's mood at the stage of Bhava? They are, first is Stamba. Stamba means because of that spiritual bliss exploding, the person becomes motionless. That is Stamba. The second is Sweda. Sweda is perspiration. Yes, intense emotion. It is not because of exercise. He has done this cardio blast and he burnt 500 calories. He's saying, no, it's not because of that. It's not physical exertion, it is out of intense emotions. Romancha, hair standing on end, goosebumps, and spiritual joy in remembering Krishna, the third. The fourth is Swarabheda, Gadgada Vach, Swarabhed. That is, the voice chokes, the voice cracks, the voice is silence, intense emotion, or is not able to speak. The fifth is Kampana or Vepatu, where there is trembling, intense devotion, there is fear of separation, there is that nervousness, body is trembling. Sixth is Vaivarnya. Vaivarnya is the complexion changes. Either the complexion becomes very pale, it becomes glowing, right? Different varieties of change. That is Vaivaranya. Then there is constant flow of tears, Ashru. Yes, uncontrollably the tears keep flowing out. And the eighth is called as Murcha or Play. Manjals falls down. Murcha. So Mahaprabhu, with all this bliss, he would chant. Yes, he would chant in this great bliss. So if you see, Prabhupada explains that there are four levels, the four levels of these bhavas appearing. Yes. There is a stage, the first stage is called as smoking stage or Dhumaita means it is a smoking stage. There only one or two transformations, not all eight are there, only one or two transformations are there and they are slightly present and it's possible to hide it very easily. Beginning of bhav, Dhumaita, smoke stage. The second stage is called as Jwalita Sattva. So Jwalita is lightened up. Now in Jwalita there are two or three symptoms which come and with great difficulty you can hide it. Yes. The next third stage is 4 or 5 symptoms are exhibited. That stage is called as Deepta. Yes, Deepta. The fourth stage, the final stage, is called as Uddipita. Deepta is blaze, like you light. Jwalita is just lighten up. Deepta is blazing. Uddipta is explosion, where all 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8 symptoms can come. And they're fully manifest, difficult to hide. They're called as Uddipta. Is there anything above this? Yes, because these 4 levels can be reached by jivas. The fifth one is only possible to reach for a person who is an associate of the Lord in spiritual world, who has either dasya or vatsalya. Only such a person can achieve that Suddipta Satvika, where that Uddipta is multiplied 1,000 folds. When Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya he observed Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's body, he said this is Suddipta Sattva. He identified it immediately. This is the highest state of ecstasy. This is not something which can be achieved by any ordinary devotee of Lord. This is the highest stage. You could immediately identify it. So through his practice of bhakti and of course he's not practicing bhakti, he's exhibiting bhakti. He taught everybody the highest philosophy. What is the highest aspiration for us? To reach these stages. That's why Mahaprabhu came. The last 12 years, what does he do? The last 12 years of the Leela, which means 1/4 of his entire Leela, Prakati Leela on this earth, he simply exhibits these bhavas to show to all of us that this is something that we need to aspire for. Everything else is useless. Yes, this is something to be aspired for. And anybody who came in contact with him, anyone, would have 3 experiences. Number 1, they would become chanters of Hare Krishna, not 16 rounds, constant chanting. Sometimes people are proud, oh, we made 108 16 rounder devotees till now. Say, what, Prabhu? We make 108 16 rounders every year. said, you only make 160, 100, and we get 108 devotees Dikshit. Yes, we get them Diksha. So like that people may compare, but anyone who comes in contact with Mahaprabhu will chant constantly, number one. Number two, not just he made chanters. Anybody coming in contact with Mahaprabhu, Prabhupada says, will become preacher. He'll go and preach everyone. Chant Krishna, direct preacher. That person becomes a preacher. And anybody who would see Mahaprabhu would immediately remember Krishna. Without a delay would immediately remember Krishna. Yes, that is the meaning of Krishna Varanam. Tusha Akrishnam. Yes, his body is golden. It is not black. Body is not black. And how do we get the reference? From Gargamuni. Shuklo Raktas Tatha Pita. Shukla and Rakta is over. Krishna is also over. So what is left is Pita. The golden color. And that's how he was. Sadrisha Deha Aruna Vasana Pulakashru Shveda Kampa Tahate Bhushana. So Kanchana Sadrisha Deha, his molten golden complexion was his body. Aruna Vasana. And he used to have the saffron dress, which is like the sun. Pulaka, hair standing on it always. Ashru, tears always in his eyes. Shveda, everywhere perspiring. Kampa, always body trembling. Tahate Bhushan, they were all the jewelries that he wore. These were his jewelries. That comes to the next point, which is our Sango Pangastra Parshadam. I think today what will be possible is to discuss only Prabhupada's commentary. Other commentaries maybe some other time we'll discuss. Because I thought I could take all three, but then no, I'm not in control. Oh, it's cheating. No, it's not cheating. It is actually kindling your fire, increasing your appetite. No cheating. Yes. In fact, Prabhupada has given everything. And if we understand this, it is enough for us to become lovers of Mahaprabhu. Yes. So, Sango Pangastra Parshadam, the greatest Sa Anga means his limbs, and Upanga, his sublimbs. Prabhupada, of course, if you read the commentary of Acharyas, everybody is there. The Acharyas mention that I'll add a little bit so that you all don't feel cheated. If he says that the Acharyas explain, okay, his Angas are his main limbs, Nityananda Advaita Acharya. Upangas are his ornaments, Srivas Thakur. Yes, Astras, what Astras he had? Chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. And who are his Parshadas? Parshadas were two mainly, Gadadhar Pandit and Govinda. He would spend a lot of time with these two. So they are his Parshada. So this is Sa Anga, that means Sa means he came along with. Anga is who? Nityananda Advaita. Upanga is Srivas Thakur, who are his ornaments. So he never really came to kill demons. He came to kill the demoniac spirit, so his Astra is the holy name. Yes. Avashena Piyan Namni Kirtitai Sarva Pataki. Human Vimuchite Sarva Simha Trishter Mrigeriva. In one of the purports of Prabhupada quotes this quote from Garud Puran. He says what? The Nama is so powerful, it's like a roaring lion. Just like a lion comes out of the den, roars, all the tiny puny animals run away. Similarly, the moment we chant the holy name, yes, the chanting of the holy name is such an astra, it kills the demoniac spirit. All the demons, demoniac spirit which are like insignificant animals, they all run away. And Parshadas are Gadadhar Pandit. Why? Because he would constantly be with Gadadhar Pandit. And they would discuss Bhagavatam, Dhruv Katha, Prahlad Katha, not one time, two times, 100 times. And when Srinivas Acharya went to learn Bhagavatam from Gadadhar Pandit, he said, my Bhagavatam is, please see my Bhagavatam is all erased. Crying tears, my Bhagavatam is wiped off. Then Srinivas Acharya is told to go and get a copy of Bhagavatam. Get a copy means there was no BBT in those days. Or no Amazon. You can just place an order. You have to go get it, return and come. So by the time he wrote and brought the Bhagavatam to learn, Gadadhar Pandit was gone. Anyway, so much he cried. They both used to discuss Bhagavatam a lot. And then his servant Govinda, who very sincerely served. Although Govinda was the god brother of Mahaprabhu, Ishwara Puri was the guru of Govinda and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed Govinda that you should serve Mahaprabhu. So he always remained his faithful servant. So these are his Parshadas mentioned by Acharyas. But still, what does Prabhupada mention? Prabhupada says, Sangha Panga Astra Parshadam, simple. All he had was his beauty. That's it. Anandalila Maya Vigrahaya Hemamba Divya Chavisundaraya Tasmai Mahaprema Rasapradaya Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste. So Ananda Leela Maya, who is performing his Ananda Leela and Chavi Sundaraya. His beauty, anybody who looks at the beauty of Mahaprabhu would be gone. Becomes a gone case. So that was his astra. His weapon was his own beauty, exquisite beauty, he says. And that beauty subdued all the demigods and cupids, none of them were. It would make everyone stupid actually. That was the beauty of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So through his excellent beauty, he conquered everyone's heart. So that was his astra, which Prabhupada says in his commentary. And who are his Parshadas? Prabhupada says Mahaprabhu had various Parshadas. Let's do one small activity. Okay? So there were different people in Mahaprabhu's Parshadas. So now I will tell, you have to reply. Demigods. Demigods were Mahaprabhu's Parshadas. Which all demigods were there? At least one you can tell. I also may not know all. Gaur Ganodesha Deepika gives the Swarup of everyone. Vishnu Advaita is not demigod. Sarbom Bhattacharya will come under different category. Prabhus. Indra. Who was Indra? Who was there? Maharaj Pratap Rudra. Indra was there. Shiva was there. Advaita Acharya is Sadashiva. But Sadashiva is non-different from Mahavishnu. So he is not Devata. Right? So Indra is actually Pratap Rudra. Okay, demigods. Many more demigods were there. Alright. He also had associates in the form of sages. Now say Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. That answer is accepted. Who was a sage? Demigod Brahma, Haridas Thakur. Very good. Haridas Thakur is very good. He was there. So sages, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was Brihaspati. He was there as a sage. Any other sage was there? Srivas Pandit, Narad Muni, he was there. Next, he had many acharyas with him. Who are all the different acharyas? Roop, Sanatan, Bhatt Raghunath, Sri Jiva, Gopal Bhatta, Das Raghunath, Swarup Damodar. So all these are acharyas. Then who are scholars? He had many brilliant scholars in his team. Actually, every single devotee was a great scholar. Can I tell one pastime? Once Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in Jagannath Puri Gambhira. So that time the devotees had glorified him as Krishna, as God. Mahaprabhu denied it flatly. Vishnu, Jiva cannot be God. And then when he went outside his home, he saw Srivas Pandit doing something. Srivas Pandit was doing like this. He was looking at the sun and doing like this. And Mahaprabhu went to Srivas and said, Srivas, what are you doing? He said, I'm hiding the sun. He said, Srivas, that is foolishness. You cannot hide the sun. Exactly, that's what I'm trying to tell you, Mahaprabhu. Your glories cannot be hidden. We can't hide your glories. Your glories will definitely be propounding all over the world. You cannot hide it. And you know that time what did Mahaprabhu say? Mahaprabhu said, I'm happy to be defeated by my devotee. I accept my defeat. So like this, every single devotee was a great scholar. Keshav Kashmiri later on became a devotee, correct? He became a very bona fide acharya in Belapukur and Nimbarka Swami Parampara. He was in fact the Nimbarka Swami who had come in the Leela of Mahaprabhu. Keshav Kashmiri. Very nice. So like this, many associates that he had. Super excellent associates. That's what Prabhupada had. So, Yajna Sankirtana prayer. Here comes the practicality. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Jiva Goswami also writes commentary. Prabhupada states Jiva Goswami's commentary and says that prominence in the age of Kali should be given to Krishna Nama. The chanting of Krishna's name should be given the priority. That is why in Prabhupada's sannyas ceremony, when there was a devotee chanting Hare Krishna, the priest, they stopped him. Hey, stop, don't chant. And Prabhupada looked at him and said, you chant, Pramari. So Prabhupada had a lot of faith in chanting. We chant. Because that should be given Yajna Sankirtan prize. There is no other Yajna which is going to give any fruit other than the Sankirtan Yajna. So that is the prominence. And anybody who worships such a person is the Sumedasha. He is the most intelligent personality. Yajantihi Sumedasha. And Prabhupada writes, there are many fools and rascals who try to stop this Sankirtan movement. They are not very intelligent. They think they are very intelligent, but they are not intelligent. Intelligent people are the ones who worship Krishna with his holy name. Right? And Prabhupada speaks in one lecture that eventually what's going to happen is people are going to lose taste eventually. Now also it's happening. People are going to lose taste to go to holy places. People are going to lose taste to go to temples, churches, mosques. Prabhupada mentions this. The numbers will start becoming very scanty. In the Vedic times, people lived around the temple. So what is the hope? The hope for such people is that you come together and chant the holy name. That is why this nowadays the bhajan clubbing is becoming very famous. So people are doing bhajan clubbing. This is becoming famous. Every youth is also interested. Come together, chant the holy name. Of course, if done in proper spirit, that's something which is amazing. Who is a Kirtaniya? We have to understand. Kirtaniya is a person who is doing Shravan properly, who is done Shravan from Guru, who is doing Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya, every day listening to Srimad Bhagavatam, every day studying the Bhagavad. Without the potency of Shravan, we cannot do Kirtan. So we need the Krishna Shiksha. Kirtan is not music. That music is called as Stobam. Of course, that has benefit. That is Bhagavatam. What does it say? Sanketyam parihasam va stobam hilanam evacha vaikuntanama grahanam ashesha agaharam vidu. Definitely 4 types of chanting. Sanketyam, hey Krishna, come here. Hey Haribal. Sanketyam, you're indicating to somebody. Parihasam, making fun. Hare, these Hare Krishna people, Hare Krishna, what? These people, mad fellows. This is parihasam, making fun. Stobam is musical entertainment. People hear music for entertainment. Yes, and helanam, chanting neglectfully. I don't know, you all chant very attentively. I chant very neglectfully. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. But no matter what, it's going to give benefit. But unless we do not get the Shravana Dasha, we cannot perform proper Kirtan. There won't be Kirtan, it will be music. So Kirtaniya spirit means to perform the process of doing proper japa, doing Shravanam of Bhagavatam, is worshipping the deities by performing Mangalarti. Kirtan doesn't only mean that we do late night kirtans only. Morning time we are sleeping. No. Morning Mangalarti we should do. In the letter to Prabhupada wrote a letter. After his first initiation he wrote letter. And you know what is the first point he wrote? All initiated disciples, before even 4 regulative principles, before chanting, the first thing that Prabhupada writes is that all the students should attend morning and evening classes. Shiksha. Very important. Such people, they become qualified to do. And the final instruction is, you know what is the final instruction? All initiated disciples must constantly chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Wow. Only when we first do, so there is a connection. We first do Shravan, morning, evening classes, Gita Bhagavatam. Then we follow the purity principle. That is 4 regulative principles. He mentions about that. Then the third point is always chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Then the Kirtan works. Shravan plus purity in practice. That is Kirtan. And this is the hope for the people of age of Kali. Alright, I am very grateful to all the devotees for having come. I don't know where the discussion went, but I relished the discussion myself. I relished preparing for this discussion from Prabhupada's lecture, from the Acharya's commentary. Acharya's commentary came in between sometimes, but mainly it was Prabhupada, what he wanted, because Prabhupada has given us everything. He has given us everything. And Acharya's commentary, in fact, helped me to understand Prabhupada's purport deeper. That is the beauty of Prabhupada. So thank you all very much for giving me this opportunity. Especially I'm very grateful to ISKCON Bhagavat Mahavidyalaya, the team, for inviting me, and also to His Grace Ishwar Krishna Prabhu for reaching out to me and having this class. Very, very unfortunately, I have to immediately quit here. We have a Kirtan program. Yes, I'm not a Kirtaniya, but I have to do. So some Shravan has happened, some Patan has happened. Hopefully I can do some Kirtan. Thank you all very much. Sri
Thank you
Gaur
very much,
Purnima
Prabhuji.
Mahamotsav ki
Jai.
jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Prabhuji, for your nectar class. And Vanchakalpatrubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhayavcha Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you
Thank
so
you, Prabhuji.
much.
Hare
Hare
Krishna, dear
Krishna.
devotees. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you.